And just to also want to touch on cryptocurrencies, I know that you've had some negative feelings about them, but now Wall Street institutions seem to be dipping their toes in, and I wonder, A, if you've changed your mind at all, and B, one of the biggest mysteries in America, what did you tell Katy Perry about cryptocurrencies?
That's between me and Katy.
I guess so, because it said that you guys talked about cryptocurrencies, but none of us know what you guys said. That's just between you two?
We did.
Okay.
But I will answer your question about
good.
it. But there's two kinds of items that people buy and think they're investing. One really is investing and the other isn't. If you buy something, a farm, an apartment house, or an interest in a business, and look to the asset itself to determine whether you've done something, what the farm produces, what the business earns, and so on, you don't really care whether the stock market's open. You can do that on a private basis. In fact, you do it on a private basis if you buy a farm or an apartment house generally. And it's a perfectly satisfactory investment. You look at the investment itself to deliver the return to you. Now, if you buy something like Bitcoin or some cryptocurrency, you don't have anything that's producing anything. You're just hoping the next guy pays more. And you only feel you'll find the next guy to pay more if he thinks he's going to find somebody that's going to pay more. Now, if you ban trading in farms, you could still buy farms and have a perfectly decent investment. If you ban trading in apartment houses or even in equities, if you ban trading in Berkshire Hathaway for the next 5 years, our investors would do fine, over time. But if you ban trading in tulip bulbs, or if you ban trading in some Bitcoin, which nobody knows exactly what it is, people would say, well, why in the world would I buy it? Yeah. And you aren't investing when you do that. You're speculating. There's nothing wrong with it. If you want to gamble, somebody else will come along and pay you more money tomorrow. That's one kind of game. That is not investing.
Interesting. I want to ask you some questions for the Chinese audience. First of all, can you say ni hao to them?
Ni hao.
All right. How much do you think the Chinese economy and markets will ultimately become like the United States? How much convergence do you think there will be?
I really don't know the answer to that. What I do know is they have found the secret sauce for themselves, just like we found the secret sauce a couple of centuries ago. And so they have had an economy in the last 60 years or thereabouts. They have unleashed the potential of their citizenry. And where for really centuries they did not progress that much economically for overwhelming portion of their population, what they've done in the last 50 or 60 years is a total economic miracle. I never would have thought it could have happened. But the truth is, they're as smart as we are, they work as hard as we are, and they can have a growth in the economy from a lower base that will exceed ours percentage-wise for a long time. And I mean, they're destined for a fine economic future just like we are.